Okay, so for this assignment, it is a must do. It is a little bit more involved. You will need one of these mats. They are in the center table, on the back side of the center table, and they're in a cabinet there, and there's a piece of tape on it that says self-healing mats. If you need help, I can help you find those. It's not a problem. But that big locker table in the center of my room is where they are located. But these are really important. You always need to have one of these when you're using an X-Acto knife, which you will be required to use. Well, you could use scissors, I guess, but an X-Acto knife is a good skill set to have. And I would like you guys to be using X-Acto knives for this. They are sharp, so don't mess around with them. This collar is what keeps the blade in there nice and tightly. So you just kind of pull this barrel around, just kind of rotate it to keep the blade in. If the blade comes out, then you just put that blade back in. This is in really nice and snuggly right now, so I can't really open it, but they have a cap. The cap for most of them has a specific direction it should go in. So if it's not going in easily like that, then you must have it in twisted. Don't jam it in there. You'll wreck my blades. So you need to make sure it gets put in securely so that the blade is within this part, this more rectangular part of the cover. You don't want, like I said, don't jam it in there. If it's difficult, then you have it in incorrectly, okay? You can probably guess why I'm repeating myself with that, because I'm tired of people wrecking my X-Acto knife blades. These are kept in a caddy behind my desk, and they get put back like this. And when you go to put them back, it is really important that you don't just grab the cap and just stick them back in. This one, the cap stays on, but there are several varieties that I have where the cap just falls off, and then you're going to poke yourself in the finger, and that will be a bummer. So for this project, I'm just grabbing a piece of newsprint just to have some a place to kind of demonstrate what we're going to be doing, or illustrate a little bit what we're going to be doing with the Notans. You did see the video, and the video showed you some examples and went about what the idea of the dark light balance is. And you should have already covered by now the different types of balance or symmetry, and then watch the video on Notan and look through the slides and do the mastery check worksheet on symmetry. For the Notan, we are going to be using a 9-inch square of black paper and an 18-inch square of white paper. So it's a fairly sizable project. You will also be using glue stick and doing your gluing with a piece of scrap paper, because you want to make sure your gluing is nice and neat. So these are the supplies that you're going to need, and I'm going to stop this video right now and then create a second one so they're just not quite so long.